everyone, it's Lori with Our Entrepreneur Network. So this video is actually an introduction to the introduction video for a new video series I have been putting together called Changing My Mind. Think of this as the after that you get to see before the before. So the Changing My Mind video series is really my journey through becoming selfless to becoming centered in self. And part of the whole process of the journey is explaining what that means. Okay, so why do I have to do an introduction to a video series that has its own introduction? Well, what ended up happening, which you will see when you go watch the first video, is I ended up saying something in that video that ended up becoming pretty profound. So in that video, I explain how the beginning of my year has gone and subsequently how I ended up going into a downward spiral. One of the things I end up saying is if I have anything to say about it, the rest of the year isn't going to go the same way. Little did I know just how right and how wrong I was going to be. Life decided to prove to me and to my husband just how important this journey that I have been on really is. So let me give you a bit more context on this entire picture. First of all, I didn't start recording these videos right away. So obviously that means that there is a lag time between the actual events that I talk about and the time that I actually do the video recording. This probably became a good thing and a bad thing. So the good part is I'm not really in the heat of the drama. The bad part is I'm not really in the heat of the drama. However, unfortunately, I am being told that I'm kind of coming across as a little bit dispassionate. It is not often that I am being told that I am coming across as dispassionate. So please believe me when I say I am very passionate about my journey, more now than ever before. However, I would say I agree with the critique, but I'm not going to go back and re-record them. I think that it actually has become more of a visual documentation of the power or the impact that my journey of changing my mind has actually had on me. Okay, so this video really is as close to real-time recording as I'm probably gonna get. Today is actually November 11th, 2019. So I actually started recording my journey back in July. Unfortunately, it really did take until August for me to have recordings that I actually felt were worth editing. I think first and foremost, I didn't know if I really wanted to do this, despite the fact that I was and am really being compelled to. Then it took much longer than I expected to just get the nerve to edit them, much less post them. Then of course there's editing issues. Because I'm not a professional video editor either, I had to learn how to do this and how to do that and figure out how everything was going to come together and how I wanted the final video to look. I really wanted to make sure that I said things in a specific way and in a specific order. So I am definitely a bit on the methodical and the deliberate side to my delivery. I also can really go off on a tangent. So I really wanted to be able to reel myself in and stay on point for your sake as well as for my sake when it came to editing. Then there's the fact that not everyone really appreciates my passionate side. So I think I was overcompensating for that just a bit too much. I also didn't want to get over emotional, or worse yet, sound like I wanted pity or sympathy, because I definitely do not. the person I was literally had to die. That isn't an easy transformation, even when you know that quite literally it is the only way you are going to survive. The purpose of this entire process, the videos and the journey, is really to show you the ups and the downs of the journey that I am on. So please don't let my appearance of being reserved or dispassionate take away from what I am saying. Okay, so next, I'm giving you a glimpse into the now. We found out a few weeks ago that my husband will be having his 4th surgery in a rolling 12 months. So that's 4 surgeries for 4 totally different reasons. This time, however, it isn't because of an injury or because an organ that he doesn't need decided that it wanted to come out. This time, my husband is sick. At this time, I'm not going into details, primarily because we don't know a whole lot. We don't know the severity. We don't even know, at the time of recording this, when he's having surgery. So I am going to ask you to keep my husband in your thoughts and prayers. Pray that the doctors are wrong and that his diagnosis is better than what we are expecting. Okay, so the nuts and bolts. The important part of this entire intro. If it weren't for this journey, I wouldn't be able to be the support system that my husband needs. This I cannot be more serious and passionate about at the same time. If it weren't for all of the events over the course of the last 12 months, the good and the bad, this illness may not have been discovered for at least a year, possibly 2. My husband had 0 symptoms. We have been working on issues that my husband has been dealing with for 12 years. Because of my journey, I was put in a position of doing some research, which had me questioning a cause and effect aspect. This led me to basically insisting that my husband go get blood work done, which resulted in deciding on getting the medical to-do list off the plate. None of the to-do items were a priority. In this series, I talk about how this journey has quite literally saved my life. I wasn't expecting it to save my husband's. I know some people may think I'm being melodramatic, but I believe to my core that despite the fact that we don't know just how sick my husband is yet, if it wasn't for this journey, I would have ended up losing my husband. A year or 2 would have been too long. Another reality is that if we have found this information out during the summer, I would not have the tools. I would not have the strength mentally, emotionally, and physically to cope. I would not be able to deal with this information, much less be the support system that my husband needs from his wife right now. So yes, despite everything that is going on, I do plan on going ahead with all of my plans that I talk about in the next video, which means I am going to be promoting businesses again through my website and through online social media. So please watch for that to start up again. Check out my Facebook page, Solutions by Lori, Our Entrepreneur Network, or my website, ourentrepreneurs.com. There will also be videos coming out specifically for Our Entrepreneur Network. I have some really cool ideas, at least I think they're cool. So watch for that. Just a few final points and then I will be done. I will continue to do my videos chronologically. I'm going to go through the process despite them not being in real time. However, I will probably interject a video like this here or there, especially when it comes to an update with my husband. My husband and I have some amazing people in our life. These people have already been there so much for us, and they continue to be through this as well. We will never, ever be able to repay them. We will never, ever be able to express how grateful and appreciative we are to have them by our sides, to have them in our life, and to be our support system when we need them the most. You know who you are. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Again, please watch my journey. Follow it on Facebook and YouTube. Both pages are called Changing My Mind. So let's find out where this journey takes me, and let's do it together. If you or someone you know suffers from depression or anxiety or fears or anything like that, please don't be afraid to get the help you need and deserve. Help is just a phone call away. Call your doctor, call a therapist, or call a hotline. I will include some phone numbers at the end of the video. Just please make a phone call. Finally, thank you for watching. Till the next video, which will be the first video in the series, I hope you have an awesome day.